Hello, friends, and welcome to Empower You 2 podcast. I'm your host, Natasha Paris, and I'm excited because you are in the building with me. You can be anywhere in the world, but you have chosen to be here with me, and I am so humbled and appreciative. Let me tell you about this show. Each and every single week, we continue to empower you to greatness that is truly going to help you, whether you are a person that have experienced a heartbreak, have gone through a divorce, or have endured levels of trauma of any kind, or you're just a person trying to rebuild their life and themselves, and now you are finally ready to live a life full of abundance, joy, and peace, then this show is for you. So with that said, thank you again for being here. I am extremely grateful. I'm excited to be on this journey with you because together we are empowered for greatness. You ready? Let's go. Hello, my friends, and welcome to episode 99. Yes, I am your host, Natasha Paris, the emotional healer, the mental health therapist expert, and I am here to talk about something that impacts so many people, and that is procrastination with a capital P. Yes. What is procrastination? I'm going to jump right into this. What is procrastination? It is you saying that you're going to do something and you don't complete the task or you don't even get started. Yes, you don't even get started. So for example, a perfect example, prime example is those people who make New Year's resolutions and they say, I am going to work out. I'm going to lose 20 pounds. I'm going to eat right. But then when it's time for them to put up and be quiet, I hate to say shut up, put up or shut up, right? What ends up happening is they make every excuse to not get it done, not even to get it started. And that, my friends, is a problem because guess what? Your dreams, your desires, all of those things get put on a back burner and they never get tended to. And before you know it, a week goes by, a month goes by, a whole year goes by, and a decade goes by, and those things that you set out to do have yet to be accomplished. It could be not just working out, but writing that book, starting that business, taking time for a vacation for yourself. You know how many people that I've spoken to both in and out of my practice who've said, I need a vacation and I just cannot find the time to do it. And I'm like, wait a minute, aren't you getting these paid vacation days? They're like, yeah, I get those paid vacation days and I have close to about 300. I'm like, what? Yeah, because it just rolls over because I just get so committed and dedicated to my job. And I often say, stop. What do you mean you don't have time? Well, I have all these agendas and I have these timelines that I have to meet. And I say to them, if you drop dead, do you think those timelines and agendas will still get done? They're like, well, I guess so. And I said, yes, it may not be by you or from you, but it will be done by someone else. So please focus on you. I'm going to say that again, my friends. Focus on you. So welcome to Empower You 2 podcast, because the title of today's episode is How to Knock Down Procrastination and Go After Your Goals, Dreams, and Desires. Yes, episode 99. And look, if you are new to my podcast, Empower You 2, I am so excited about your visit here and hopefully you'll stay. I look forward to continued episodes and things that can really support the trajectory of your life and helping you become the best version of you. Okay, my friends, let's talk about it. What is procrastination? What we know, and like like I said, is putting something on the back burner, saying you're going to get to it and never really get to it. Okay. So procrastination is a common struggle for so many people. This is why I'm talking about it. It's definitely something you can overcome. It is not impossible. All you have to do is follow these specific steps that I'm about to give you that will help you move out of that procrastination stage and actually become the best version of yourself, because then you can check off things off your list that will say, yes, I've accomplished this, I've accomplished that, I've done this, and I've done that. So absolutely. So let's jump right into it, because I want you to know that it is not doomsday for you. Okay. It is not doomsday, because guess what? The emotional healer, Natasha Paris, has come to the rescue. Da 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 da. That's my superhero theme song in the background. Da 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 da. I've come to the rescue to provide you with a breakdown of effective strategies so you can avoid it. Because it's going to come, because it comes to me. But I have specific strategies that I utilize that helps me stay focused, that allows me to stay in the game. Okay, so let's talk about it. In order for you to move out of procrastination, you first have to understand the root cause. So let's delve deep and find out what those causes are. Okay, so first things first, I want you to know that procrastination comes from somewhere. Oftentimes, when I speak to individuals or in groups, or I talk about all of the things that will support your growth, your personal and professional growth, because I do lots of workshops around the country about mental health, emotional wellness, how to go after your goals and dreams. And what I find individuals say when I ask that question, like, why are you procrastinating? And when I boil it down to the bare minimum, they often will say there are 3 reasons. These are the top 3 reasons. Okay. So you might fall into that category, but let's delve right in. Okay. So what we know is, in the top 3, is that they may not feel like they deserve it. They may not deserve, in the back of their mind, they don't deserve the success that they're asking for. So they sabotage themselves by not getting it done. That's the first reason. The second reason is pure fear. False evidence appearing real. That's the acronym. That's what I call fear. It's false evidence appearing real. They don't feel like they are going to get it done. And so there is an enormous amount of fear that comes along with this feeling of wanting to get it done, but there's an emotion that's attached to it. And so it stops them in their tracks, because they don't, or I should say, they're afraid of the unknown. They don't know what's going to happen. So they rather not do anything. I'm going to say that again. They are afraid of the outcome. So because of the unknown, they rather not do anything. And that, my friend, is truly procrastination, when there's fear involved. Because what we know about fear is that it is all in your head. Because if you can think success, you can become successful. But if you can think defeat, oh, you truly will be defeated. Okay. So the third reason why is that they don't believe that they have the capabilities of getting it done. They don't believe that they are the best writer to write a book. They don't believe that they are athletic enough to stay consistent with their workout. All of that, my friends, is baloney. All you have to do is stay focused. And we're going to talk about that in more detail, because guess what? There's so many people dealing with procrastination. And my goal is to get you out of that loop of being on the hamster wheel, constantly going around and around, but not getting anywhere. So today it stops now. It stops now. So get your pen, get your paper, get your electronic device, and pull out your pen if you have a stylus, or go to your app, notebook and begin writing these recommendations and particular strategic tips that will get you out of procrastination so you can live and be the best version of yourself. So I did share with you what may be, and I believe those are the 3 top reasons why people tend to procrastinate. Okay, they don't deserve it. They are fearful. And also, they don't think that they have the ability or possess the skill to get it done. Okay, so let's talk more about it in detail. Let's talk about it. Okay, so the first thing is I want you to identify your triggers. What situations or tasks make you most likely to procrastinate? What are those things? So write down all of the things that you want to complete. Is it losing weight? Is it becoming more healthy as it relates to eating better? For me, I am becoming a pescatarian and then eventually a vegan because I have such a sensitive stomach. And I do believe that if I move in that direction, that my stomach will be a lot better because my gut health is not good. I'm sharing. You guys are my friends, okay? All right, so the first thing is you want to identify your triggers, okay? So you want to write down what are the things that you want, and then also write down what most likely causes you to procrastinate. Are you afraid of being thinner or stronger or even finding more peace? Okay. Are you avoiding difficult tasks? Write down those things, right? Is it that you feel like going to the gym early in the morning is too much, right? Do you feel overwhelmed? Do you feel a lack of motivation? So if that's the case, using the exercise and losing weight and getting healthier, that if that's the example, then you might want to partner up with a buddy. You have to look at what it is that you want on one side of the page, and then on the other side of the page, what is it that's preventing you from doing it? You have to be honest with yourself. Being honest with yourself is the biggest task that most people have a difficult time swallowing and receiving. Yes, I'm going to be honest with you, because when you swallow and then you digest that, you begin to feel like, wait a minute, I am a loser. No, you are a winner, because it takes courage, my friends, to admit when you are wrong. It takes courage to admit when things are not going well. And when you have the courage to admit those things, that is half the battle. That is half the battle. Okay. And then also begin to recognize your patterns. Every time you write something down or you say that you want to do something, what is the pattern that you say it and then you begin a task and don't finish it, or you just don't get started? Because I'm giving you some therapeutic techniques that you can actually put on yourself. Like, you can start utilizing these techniques on yourself, because then you can begin to move in the direction of purpose. Or you can find a trusted friend or a loved one that you can really have that conversation with. Because sometimes, I should say oftentimes, those who are closest to you, they see your patterns, but they may not say anything, but they see your patterns. Okay. So here are the strategies. You have your pen and paper. Strategies for success. The first thing is break down those big tasks. Break it down, because guess what? Writing a book can be very intimidating, because I am in the process of writing my book, and I will share all of the important details with you. Super excited as we get closer. But writing a book can be very intimidating. And when it's intimidating, it can easily lead to procrastination. So what I want you to do, my friend, is divide them into smaller, manageable steps. What does that look like? One day, write your outline. Second day, write down, start writing your first chapter. Just get right into it and start talking and writing and really getting your thoughts on paper. Okay. So you have to complete one step at a time. And so my question to you, my friends, how do you eat a hippopotamus? You eat it one bite at a time. Yes, because if you look at the huge hippopotamus, and I don't think people are eating hippopotamus, I hope not. It's just a figure of speech, right? Because it's a large animal and you look at it and you're like, oh my gosh, that is so intimidating. Ooh, I'm going to do that. But you do it one bite at a time, because guess what? When you look at it in smaller pieces, it actually is less intimidating. So the first step is break down those big tasks. The second is set realistic goals for yourself. Don't go and say, I'm going to lose 100 pounds in 1 month. Really? 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 Yeah, even as I'm saying it, you're like, Natasha, that sounds very off the charts. Exactly. Right. So you want to set realistic goals. You may say, I want to lose a pound a week or 2 pounds a week. And what are you going to do to get it done? Right? So you're going to prioritize. And what that means is that you're going to use a to-do list. I don't know how people don't write down the things that they want, or they don't have a schedule. My friends, if you have a cell phone, and who doesn't have a cell phone? I mean, my niece is like 7 and she has a cell phone. It doesn't work, but she can get on there with all the apps. But my point is that in every cell phone, there's a memo app that's built in. Start writing things down, right? Or typing things up into your memo. And then you have a built-in calendar. Write those things down that you have to get accomplished. And it's simple. It is not difficult, my friends. Okay. All right. The third piece is, or I should say the fourth, is time management. Okay. Implement time management techniques like, the 25 minutes of focus work followed by a short break, like 25 minutes. Set your alarm and just stay focused for 25 minutes without having to go to your cell phone, without having to get up and get a snack, right? Just stay focused. Just do 25 minutes and then you take a break. Because now what you're doing is you're breaking those larger tasks into smaller tasks. And most people can say, yep, I can stay focused for 25 minutes if I put my phone in the bathroom and I'm in the living room, right? Because you have to do that. Because if you have those notifications, you're going to constantly get distracted. Okay. All right. The fifth is I want you to minimize distractions, which is what I was just saying. Turn off the notifications on your phone and close unnecessary tabs on your computer. I'm going to say that again. Turn off the notifications. For me, I turn off the notifications. I have my phone on silent, so it's not ringing or vibrating. In addition to that, I may just take my cell phone and put it in another room, because my goal is to complete the task at hand. Because if I don't, I will get distracted and I will find myself doing something that's not in relation to what I'm setting my mind to get done. So guys, you have to decide. And it starts with a decision, my friends. It starts with a decision to complete the task at hand. Okay. And then I want to let you know that it is important for you to reward yourself, recognize and reward your progress. It's a great way to stay motivated. Reward your progress. That is so, so important. And number 7, okay? I have 8 points. Number 7 is to practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself when you slip up. Okay, when you feel like you have done it again. Do not beat yourself up. You have to understand that procrastination is a common habit that everyone has. And it can be a setback, but it does not mean that it is a final say and it is doomsday. You have to focus on getting back on track. And that, my friends, is the trait of an underdog. When someone fails and they say, okay, this is what happened. This is what I did. I did not get to my goal. So guess what? I'm going to dust my knees off. I'm going to get up and I'm going to start again. Oh my goodness. That is truly, my friends, truly what I love about an underdog, okay? A person where people counted them out because they messed up so many times. But you have to bet on you. And in order to bet on you, guess what you have to do? You have to practice self-compassion, and you have to be empathetic for you. Okay. And my last point is I want you to, and I speak about this all the time. If you have not listened to any of my episodes, most recently, I constantly talk about negative thoughts. I have clients that come into my office who say to me, I don't know why I'm procrastinating so much. And so what I often say is, what are you saying to yourself? And they say, huh? And I ask that question again. What are you saying to yourself? Let's begin to think about what you're thinking about. And they say, well, when I begin the task, I feel like I'm not going to complete it because I'm not worthy. What do you mean you're not worthy? I don't think that I can actually get it done, or I don't think I deserve it. Right? So it's important for you to stop the negative self-talk, challenge those thoughts, because procrastination usually involves negative self-talk. Recognize and challenge those negative thoughts, replacing them with more positive and realistic ones. In other words, say to yourself, no, I am able to complete this task of writing this book. I am able to lose this weight. I have all that is within me to get it done. Because God wouldn't put it on your heart if He didn't give you the tools innately to get it done. I'm going to say that again. God did not give you that desire, that dream to open up a business, to start something that no one has done in your family, if He did not give you the tools in which to get it done. And so I truly believe, my friends, that you are worthy, and worthiness does not include procrastination. And so it's so important for you to make a decision today to stop procrastinations so you can get to the best version of yourself, my friends. So what is your homework assignment for today? Oh, of course, let's do a quick recap. How could I forget? Because you know what? Sometimes I do talk a little fast, right? New Yorker, and I'm also Caribbean. Okay. So the first thing is I want you to really look at the reasons why you're procrastinating. Okay. What are those reasons? Identify your triggers and then recognize those self patterns of destructive behavior. Okay. So what are the strategies? First things first, you want to break down those big tasks, right? Stop looking at the huge task. And because what ends up happening is you end up feeling overwhelmed. Second, set realistic goals for yourself, timelines. Don't feel like, oh gosh, I can't get it done because I've set this enormous amount of work in front of me, right? Like I've set myself up for failure. Be realistic about it. The third is I want you to prioritize by having a to-do list, a planner. Utilize your phone. There's so many free apps that's already available within your electronic device. Time management is number 4. Manage your time. 25 minutes of focused time without any distractions, and then followed up by a short break. Get something to drink, get something to eat, but make it quick, 5 minutes at a time. And then you go back to 25 minutes of focused time. You'll be surprised how much you get done. Okay. Now I want you to minimize your distractions. Number 5, turn off your notifications on your phone. Take your phone and put it in another room so you're not distracted. And the reason why I'm talking about phones is because it is the biggest distraction ever. I'm going to say that again. It is truly the biggest distraction. So you have to manage that. Okay. Number 6 is I want you to reward yourself and recognize your progress. It's a great way to stay motivated. Oh my goodness. let me say this. It's important for you, number 7, to practice self-compassion. Practice self-compassion by being kind to yourself. And when you slip up, it's okay. Just get back on track. That's all you have to do. Focus on getting back on track. And number 8, challenge your negative self-talk. When you challenge your negative self-talk and recognize them for what they are and replace them with positive thoughts, my friend, you are bigger than most, because oftentimes people will sit in those negative, challenging thoughts and they have a whole movie. Like there's a whole movie playing in their head. They have the drama, the suspense, the romance. Stop it. Just stop it. Replace it immediately with positive self-talk. So those are my effective strategies. And if you begin to practice these specific strategies that have been proven, that I've seen it work not only in my client's life, but also in my life. So if you begin to practice these steps and these strategies, you are setting yourself up for success. And I'm super excited in advance for you becoming the best version of yourself and actually going after your goals and getting it completed and accomplished. So I'm excited about that for you. So with that said, I hope this episode 99 really was impactful. I hope you were able to gain some golden nuggets that will take you to the next level, because that's what I'm here for. I am the emotional healer. I am the mental health therapist expert. I've been doing it for a very long time. These are proven strategies. And if you try just one or two, you will begin to see a shift. And so with that said, if this podcast episode resonated for you, what I want you to do is hit that 5-star button, and sharing is caring. Share it with at least 2 or 3 people. And of course, I want to hear your feedback. Okay. I want to hear your feedback. So with all of that said, you know what I say. If you've been following me for this entire year, season 1, then you know what I often say. Let's say it together. I want you to be empowered for greatness, because without greatness, there's no you. And without you, there's absolutely no greatness. With that said, bye. See you on the next episode.